Hey guys, gwyned here, bringing you my top 8 matches from MPDC 23.07. I am on the top here, and I am playing the Turtle Power Is It deck, and my opponent is on the bottom, and he is playing MonoBlack. Once again, I've got this bug that I mentioned before, where even though I'm on top, I'm going to have to put my library down here. Not sure why this is happening, but if someone knows how to fix it, I'd love to hear about it. My opponent did win the dice roll and did choose to play first. So as soon as my library appears, I will put it down here in its customary spot, like so. Alright. 2 lands. This is a keeper. You know, this is going to be a hard matchup for me. Actually, this was my one loss during the Swiss, was against this particular opponent playing MonoBlack. For some reason, Game 1 is pretty good for me, but Game 2 and 3 are very difficult. So he does play a Basilica Bat, which I just want to get off as quickly as possible, simply because he can gain a whole lot of life off of it. So here I will play the island, obviously. So if he has a play here, I can Essence Scatter it. I'm probably here just going to continue to hold on to my counter magic, see what my opponent's able to do. Would have been tempting there to attack with the Minotaur, but he has the card disruption guy that takes a card out of your hand, the Disciple of Phoenix, I believe, and it's just so good against this particular build because he gets a creature on the board and then is also able to take a card out of my hand. So for me, it's virtually a 2-for-1. Has another Screecher, which I'm not going to counter since I have the Shock in hand. Again, just happy to get that off the board. Really would like to draw into a land so that I'm able to better control the board. Here my opponent has a Gray Merchant, which I will go ahead and cancel, keeping that guy off the board as long as possible. And again, just not drawing lands here is not helping me very much. Unfortunately, I am able to continue to keep my opponent's Gray Merchants off the board, which definitely feels good. I now have the 3rd Minotaur Skull Cleaver. I'm pretty much just going to have to start running him out there. Draws a Perilous Shadow, which is another really strong card for him, which I then have to Essence Scatter, leaving me open against just about anything else. But it does mean now I get to start running out these Skull Cleavers, dropping my opponent down to 16. And here's the card I was worried about. He does go ahead and draw it, and he will pull. I just go ahead and reveal to him both the Razor Tip Whip and the Inspiration. He wisely takes the Inspiration here, and then has a Quag Sickness for my Minotaur. Back on my turn, just going to continue to hit with these Minotaurs, as well as use a Lightning Strike to get rid of the Phoenix to guarantee I hit for 4 here, and just hope I can ride these guys to victory. So my opponent, unfortunately, here has a Gray Merchant, which will trade with this 2nd Minotaur Skull Cleaver, unless he's got more in hand. He does not. He just goes ahead and makes that trade. I do have time now to get the Razor Tip Whip out. This could definitely go either way. He does have a Grizzly Spectacle to go ahead and get rid of my creature, but I draw into a 2nd Razor Tip Whip, which will definitely help. He's not drawing in anything else at the moment either. Still only have him down to 12, but have another 5 damage in hand. He reads the Bones, dropping him to 10. Which actually could be good for me here. The Perilous Shadow isn't too big a concern because I'm not really planning on attacking with any more creatures, but the Corpse Hauler could end up being an issue here. So I do decide to go ahead and hit him here while he's got untapped mana, and drop him down to 5, and with the 2 whips, drops him down to 3, and a burn spell would do it, but instead I draw into a Razor Tip Whip, but that I have just enough to make this work. So I go ahead and cast the Razor Tip Whip, and then have enough to finish him off. So felt like I got pretty lucky there, even though I didn't have a lot of lands, and managed to win Game 1. Be back in a minute for Game 2.